Hi everyone, welcome. Everything is working. The signal is full green. That means I'm online, and the recording is working in the same time because I'm streaming and recording in the same time on my Twitch via OBS Studio. Hi Twitch users, hi Twitch streamers, hi everyone. I'm Peter. I'm your host of my own Peter's English podcast. My own Peter's English podcast is an English podcast for learners of English about learning English and writing my own stories in English, and it's about my own novel Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. Vera the Vampire Girl Diary, it's a comedy sitcom that you can read on my Wattpad. It's about very beautiful and attractive female vampire, Vera the Vampire Girl, who is the symbol of everything. How can I tell you? For me, it's Vera the Vampire Girl. It's a typical woman who oh yeah, how can I tell you? I'm thinking about it. How can I can tell you that I like making fun of girls because for me they are beautiful vampires who can bite you. They can use their beauty for hunting men and drinking their blood. I mean money. Yes, of course. I was trying to be funny, but my sitcom is a wild comedy sitcom where I'm doing fun of girls and fun of everything and fun of my life. Yes, I can introduce myself. Hi everyone, I'm Peter. I'm 44 years old. I like learning English, doing my podcast. I'm writing my own novel, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. I want to live without language barriers, visit foreign countries, and meet a lot of people who like learning English, doing their own English podcast, and writing their own novels in English. I decided to make this podcast because I want to practice my speaking skills in English. I want to practice my appearance in English, and I want to defeat my shyness because I'm very shy, and I have to do it. And I can be successful thanks to my podcast. And I like writing my own stories in English, my own fairy tales, and I like writing my own novel Vera the Vampire Girl Diary, and I publish every new chapter of my novel in my own podcast, Peter's English podcast. What else? Yes, I always talk my history of my learning English. I've been learning English since August 2022. The first year I was only learning English grammar because I was thinking that English that you have to learn English grammar when you want to be successful, and you can continue with another language. That is not true, of course. You have to practice other aspects of English that are listening, speaking, reading, writing, grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. I want to tell you that you have to practice all of it. You have to regularly practice your listening skills, and you can do it with the big world of English podcast. But I recommend you listen to my favorite English podcast because they are funny, educational, and there are about natural English conversation between native speakers. You can listen to your favorite English podcast when you are relaxing at home, when you are working in the garden, when you are cooking, cleaning, washing dishes, or vacuuming, and you can successfully end your chores and listen to interesting English podcasts in the same time, because English podcast is a radio show in English that you can listen to and download in your podcast app. Choose your own podcast app and follow your favorite English podcast and listen to it everywhere when you are doing whatever you want. And yes, there is a big world of English podcasts. And yes, I really recommend you watch movies and series in English, because there are a lot streaming service with the movies you can watch, or series that you can watch in English. You can listen to English podcasts or English audiobooks and read it in the same time. And this is my task. This is my advice for reading. When you have to read a lot, and how. I really recommend you read and listen in the same time your favorite English audiobooks, and read in the English version of the same novel when you are listening your English audiobook. You can improve your vocabulary, grammar, and see the real English grammar structures. Then I want to talk about writing. You have to write a lot when you want to speak English fluently. You can chat with your friend. You can find your own friend on internet communities. Yes, this is advice for speaking. I'm sorry, people. The best way how to practice your writing is create your own fairy tales in English and create your own novel. Why? Because you have to regularly practice your writing skills, and when you are creating your own novel, you can create something useful, something funny that is funny for you, because it has to have English dialogues that are funny, or it can be serious. But I really recommend you to do it, because you can practice your writing skills and you can improve your vocabulary and English grammar in the same time while are you writing your favorite English your own favorite English novel. And who knows, maybe you are new talk yet. And then we can continue with speaking. You can hire your own English teacher like me. I really recommend you to do it. Hire your own English teacher and let's have one lesson per week. You can really improve your English, your general English, and have fun. Yes, of course, I'm my English teacher, because I have my own English teacher. You can chat with AI chatbots in English, and I really recommend you to do it, because AI chatbot can be very good English teacher. It can help you with your English. You can chat with it in English. It can correct your grammar errors. You can play whatever you want in English with AI chatbots and have fun. And yes, of course, you have to do self-talk and you have to think in English, because it's important. And the best thing how to practice your speaking skills is create your own English podcast that has to be about your own hobbies. And I really recommend you write your own novel in English and publish it on your own English podcast. It can be fun. You can be a successful podcaster and writer at the same time, because your main goal is learning English and not be a successful author. But who knows, maybe you are. You have to try. You never know. Yes, grammar. I was talking about grammar and vocabulary, that you have to listen your favorite English podcast, watch movies and series with those subtitles. You have to yes, you have to, yes, I was talking about grammar, and you have to practice your vocabulary, and this is the main topic of this episode. You have to practice, people, your vocabulary and how to do it. You have to listen a lot of interesting English content. You have to watch movies and series in English with subtitles, and when you are doing it, you can practice your reading skills. You have to read audiobooks, you have to read books in English, and I really recommend you listen to your favorite English audiobook and read the English book of the same novel of the same author in the same time. You can improve your English vocabulary too. Yes, I'm thinking what can I do now in the real life, because this is real live stream. What we can do? I was talking about grammar. Yes, you have to watch movies and series in English with English subtitles, and you can improve your vocabulary. You have to read English books, and you have to listen to English audiobooks of the same novel in the same time, and you can improve your grammar and vocabulary too. And yes, use the help of flashcard apps. You find your own favorite flashcard app, add your vocabulary in context, because it has to be in context every time, because you cannot add only one word without the context. A context means everything for you. And how to do it? Play with your favorite flashcard app for every day and have fun with it, because it can be very funny for you. Yes, write your own English novel. You can create something funny or educational or a serious novel, but you can improve your vocabulary too, because you are using your written English for writing your stories and your own English novel. And we can speak, we can talk, I can talk, because my podcast is about my content, and I can see everything is working. I'm sorry, people, it was a hard week. But this, who cares about? Yeah, we can chat with AI chatbots, and I want to chat with Microsoft Copilot. Oh, okay, I'm streaming and recording on my Twitch via OBS Studio the new video episode of my podcast. I've been streaming and recording for 14 minutes. Now it's your turn. It's your turn. Explain my audience how to practice English vocabulary in the funny way. Now we have to wait for the answer of Microsoft Copilot. Yeah, here is. Hey, wait a minute, don't... No. Don't recommend any videos. Yes, because I have to written that don't recommend any videos because Microsoft Copilot was recommending some videos on YouTube about vocabulary, and here it is. Got it, Peter. No videos, just pure podcast magic. Let's give your Twitch audience a hilarious and effective way to practice English vocabulary that feels more like a comedy show than a classroom. Funny ways to practice English vocabulary. Invent silly sentences. Challenge your viewers to use new vocabulary in the weirdest sentence possible. Example, the giraffe wore sunglasses while tap dancing on a pineapple. The stranger in the sentence, the more memorable the word. Act it out. Pick a word and act it like charades. Let your audience guess the word based on your performance. Try being confused, exhausted, or delighted and exaggerate it like you're auditioning for a soap opera. Wrong definitions. Definitions game. Say a word and give 3 definitions. 2 ridiculous and 1 correct. Example, word bizarre. A type of cheese from Mars. A shopping market with strange items. A dance move invited by squirrels. Let your audience guess which one's real. Make words up. Combine 2 English words to create a new one and define it. Example, snake mops hair. The vibe when you're surrounded by snakes and happiness. It's creative, funny, and helps with word roots and meanings. Accent challenges, fame nice, rapid fire. Okay. I was thinking something more useful. Here is something useful for you. Okay, we can start. Perfect, Peter. Let's shift gears and give your audience something they can actually use to improve their English vocabulary in a way that's practical, engaging, and still has a spark of fun. Useful and fun ways to practice English vocabulary. Use words in real life context. Instead of memorizing lists, encourage your audience to use new words in sentences about their own lives. Example, if the word is hesitate, they could say, I always hesitate before clicking. Go live on Twitch. This builds emotional connection to the word which makes it stick. Create a personal word bank. Tell your viewers to keep a notebook or digital list of words they encounter while watching shows, reading, or chatting. Each entry should include 2 words. The word, a short definition, a sentence they made themselves. This turns passive exposure into active learning. Use spaced repetition. Teach them to review vocabulary regularly using flashcards or apps like Anki or Quizlet. The trick is to revisit words just before they forget them. This strengthens memory. Don't worry, people. I'm alone. Nothing can be done. No, don't worry. The trick is to revisit words just before they forgot them. This strengthens memory. You can even challenge your audience to create their own flashcard deck based on your podcast episodes. Speak it out loud. Encourage your viewers to say new words out loud. Even better, use them in conversation. Speaking helps with pronunciation, confidence, and retention. You could do a word of the day challenge where they use the word in a voice memo or short video. Oh, again, we are not streaming. Why? After 19 minutes. Or... I was thinking that 4G internet cannot be good. I have to do something with it. Peter, do something. Now it's okay, but I don't know it will be one stream or two live streams. Peter, do something with this. I have to buy something. I don't know what, because my ID card is too far in the opposite side of my house. What can I do? I don't know. We'll see. We can continue, but it's not working very well. It's not working because the internet in my village, the 4G internet in my village isn't very good. Yes, but I have my new fiber optic internet electric poles. But in this room where I am right now, I don't have anything, and I don't know what to do. Now I'm okay again. Okay, maybe it'll be one stream. Who cares? I haven't seen that the stream was ended or something like that. But don't worry, people. I'm streaming and recording at the same time. We can continue. Speak it out loud. Encourage your viewers to say new words out loud. Even better, use them in conversation. Speaking helps with pronunciation, confidence, and retention. You could do a word of the day challenge where they use the word in a voice memo or short video. Write short stories or dialogues. Ask your audience to write a short story using 5 vocabulary words. It doesn't have to be serious, funny, or absurd stories, are even better because they're memorable. Example: the eccentric cat wore a monocle and spoke with eloquence about quantum physics while sipping lemonade. 6 weekly vocabulary goals. Helps your audience stay consistent by setting small goals. Learn new English words per week. Use each word in a sentence and review them every Sunday. You could even make this a regular segment on your podcast, Peter's Weekly Word Challenge. Yes, we can learn something. Group words by theme. Instead of random words, teach vocabulary in categories like emotions, actions. Okay. What now? Create story about create story inspired by my novel Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. Use funny dialogues and be creative. Absolutely, Peter. Let's sink Let's sink our teeth into a quirky, laugh out loud tale inspired by Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. I'll keep the gothic sharp but twist it with humor, sass, and dash of absurdity. Here we go. Vera and the Blood Smoothie Disaster. A short story inspired by Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. By my story, people. It was a gloomy Tuesday night in Transylvania, and Vera the Vampire Girl was having a crisis. I swear on Count Dracula's left flank, she muttered, staring into her fridge. If I have to drink one more lukewarm bag of AB negative, I'm going to scream. Her bed, Mr. Fluffington, flapped down from the chandelier. You always scream. Last time you woke the werewolf next door and he tried to sell you essential oils. Vera rolled her eyes. That was lavender garlic. I'm undead, not unhiked. Determined to spice up her eternal diet, Vera grabbed a blender, tossed in a blue bag, a frozen banana, and why not a splash of bad milk. Mr. Fluffington gasped. You can't mix the bad milk with blood. That's culinary heresy. Relax, Vera said, pressing the button. I saw it on GoTube. It's called a bloody banana blast. The blender exploded. Red goo splattered across the crypt walls. Her diary lying open on the table now read, Dear Diary, today I invented a smoothie that could summon Satan the barista. Just then, her best friend Susanna the zombie shuffled in holding a half-eaten brain muffin. Smells like regret and potassium, she said. You hosting a brunch or a ritual? Vera sighed. I was trying to be healthy, you know, undead wellness. Susanna snored. You live in a crypt, sleep in a coffin, and your skincare routine is literally avoid sunlight. Mr. Fluffington chimed in. Also, you haven't frozen signs, the black plague you. Vera threw a pillow at him. I'm a vampire, not a dental hygienist. Suddenly the doctor creaked open. It was Count Gregor, the vampire influencer with 2 million followers on Instagram. I smelled cow, he said, striking a pose. Is this a new aesthetic? Blood spurted Mike. Vera blinded. No, it's a smoothie accident. Gregor nodded solemnly. Tragic, but relatable. I once tried to make kale blood soup. Lost 3 followers. Susanna whispered, You should post this. Call it Vampire Girl vs. Blender, a tragedy in 3 sips. Vera grinned. Or maybe Diary of a Disaster. Chapter 1, Never Trust a Banana. Want me to continue this saga with a Vapor cooking show, a haunted TikTok challenge, or Vera's awkward date with a vegan werewolf? I've got ideas that you keep your audience howling on. Wait a minute, I've been streaming for 27 minutes. Yes. Yes, add new story inspired by Vera the Vampire Girl Diary and do the culinary show. Okay, people. Again we have problems with the signal. But I don't care. I have my recordings. I don't care really that it doesn't work. Who cares? We can continue with the second last story. Absolutely, Peter. Let's wipe up another deliciously absurd tale from the world of Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. This time, she is hosting her very own culinary show broadcast live from her crypt kitchen. Expect chaos, sauce, and some very questionable recipes. Vera's Crypt Kitchen, Episode 1, Garlic-Free Gourmet. The camera flickered to life, revealing Vera standing in front of a cobweb covered counter wearing a blood-red apron that read, Bite me, I'm cooking. Welcome mortals and immortals, she purred. Tonight at Crypt Kitchen, we're making a vampire-friendly lasagna. Absolutely no garlic, no sunlight, and no judgment. Mr. Fluffington, her bed co-host dangled upside down from the space rack. Last time you cooked the stew tried to bite you. Vera smirked. That was a sentient soup. It had ambition. She began layering the lasagna. Blood, sausage, shadow mushrooms, and spectral cheese. Susanna the zombie shuffled in, holding a spatula like a weapon. Did someone say lasagna? I brought my secret ingredient, expired brain puri. Vera gagged. This is a family-friendly show, Susanna. We're not making brain lasagna. Suddenly, Count Gregor burst in, wearing a velvet chef's hat and sunglasses. I heard There was cooking. I brought my artisanal fang-shaped pasta. Vera raised an eyebrow. Is this gluten-free? Gregor gasped. I'm undead, not uncultured. As the lasagna baked in a coffin-shaped oven naturally, Vera took questions from her live audience. Vera, viewer question: can vampires eat kale? Vera, only if it's emotionally damaged and has a dark past. Viewer question: what's your favorite seasoning? Mr. Fluffington sarcasm. Viewer question: can I substitute blood sausage with tofu? Zuzana, only if you want your soul to cry. The oven dinked. Vera pulled out the lasagna, which she hissed, and tried to crawl off the tray. Perfect, she said proudly. It's alive, that means it's fresh. Gregor took a bite and immediately began levitating. This is transcendent. I taste regret, ambition, and a hint of betrayal. Vera winked at the camera. Join us next week for Crypta Kitchen episode 2. How to bake a cake without summoning a demon. Yes, of course, people. Very interesting. What do you think? Okay, it's Microsoft Copilot. It tries to be funny sometimes, and it's educational, of course, and very good cheerleader and AI friend or English teacher. Okay, I'm too tired now. I have to end this live stream. And what else in the end? I think that's all. We were talking about how to learn English vocabulary. Yes, I done it. Okay. Yes, use words in real life context. Now I'm starting to reading you again useful tips for learning English vocabulary. Use words in real life context. Instead of memorizing lists, encourage your audience to use new words in sentences about their own lives. Create a personal word bank. Tell your viewers to keep a notebook or digital list of words they encounter while watching shows, reading or chatting. Each entry should include the word, a short definition, and sentence they made themselves. This turns passive exposure into active learning. Use spaced repetition. Teach them to review vocabulary regularly using flashcards or apps like Anki or Quizlet. The trick is to revisit words just before they forget them. This strengthens memory. You can even challenge your audience to create their own. Yes, we were talking about it. Speak it out loud. Encourage your viewers to say new words out loud. Even better, use them in conversation. I don't have any audience. Write short stories or dialogues. Ask your audience to write a short story using 5 new vocabulary words is not possible. Set weekly vocabulary calls. Group words by theme. Okay, people, that's it. Thanks you for watching. Thanks you for listening. I hope you will. I have told you everything, and I want to tell you bye bye.